Hey guys, it's that time again. Are you ready for my rant? I can't even tell you. I'm so frustrated. I'm so upset. I can't even tell you. This country is sliding into the abyss, and it's funny that everybody thinks that they're looking for solutions to the problem that, to me, only exacerbate the problem. If that I use that word right. I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. Lately I've heard, these are some of the things that I hear, okay? On the radio or at meetings or something. We need to reinstate the draft. We don't need any more of that Constitution. If he's a constitutional attorney, we just need to get people that aren't constitutional. We need more troops in the Middle East. We need to support our troops. We need to expand military power. We need to be occupying other countries. We need to be able to fight ISIS. We need to be able to have security over freedom. Are these things fundamental? Are these things foundational to our constitutional form of government? I met with Senator Crapo a couple of days in a row, actually. I've been listening to some of the concerns that people have, and I shake my head in absolute disgust. Then I've been hearing on the radio these things about this support, this tremendous, overwhelming, I almost want to call it overwhelming, Orwellian, over-the-top support for our military, to the point where we allow them to do whatever they want to do to keep us safe. Is that something that's constitutional? Are you patriots saying those kinds of things? And is that consistent with the patriot ideology of your knowledge of the Constitution? Or are we exacerbating the problem because we feel like if we say the word patriotism or the Constitution, somehow we're patriots and we truly know better than anybody else? Well, I'm here to offer a perspective. So we had a meeting the other day, and some of the issues were related to the national debt and the growth of government, right? So we've got a senator. Now I'm going to commend him here. He's got a 90% on the Freedom Index, okay? He's one of our most conservative folks. He actually fell short because he supported the TPA for the Trans-Pacific Partnership, actually giving the executive branch more power while giving up that check on the executive branch through the congressional restrictions. He talks about the deficit and about it is a fact that Obama has dropped the deficit by 66%, and he talks about the fact that it's the CBO and all of that disagree that it's going down, blah 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 blah. The issue is that he keeps talking about expansive government. We've got to be able to control government overreach. We've got to be able to control our spending. But he believes in the expansive military spending in the military-industrial complex. My question to you, though, is the more money that we actually spend, is it actually keeping us safe? Now we're occupying like 193 countries. We're in war with every country. We haven't had a declaration of war since 1942, but we've certainly got to fight ISIS, even though ISIS has never attacked America. There's so much I got to cover here. It's going to take me 45 minutes, and so I'm kind of all over the place, not even knowing where to go. If we adhered to the constitutional proper role of government through our military, would we be able to save money to increase military spending? Let's look at this for a minute. So we've got the enumerated war powers, right? The power to declare war, to raise and support armies, right? Which was only supposed to be temporary, okay? The permanency was actually supposed to be done in the Navy, with the idea that we couldn't build battleships in a moment's notice. They had the ability to call forth the militia, and the militia was controlled by the states until it was called forth by the president. And the just war is actually a defensive war, being legitimate, formally declared by the proper authority, just cause for the right intention, last resort after all else has failed, limited and unchanging objectives, proportionate means, which means no unlimited war, specific, not to be able to destroy an entire nation, and that non-combatants have immunity. Well, the problem is not only do we not have a declaration of war, but we're being controlled by the United Nations. The United Nations calls the United States, we call it a humanitarian mission. And all of a sudden, we're spending tax dollars on trying to be able to fight an enemy through the Hegelian dialectic that the U.S. government probably created. And we've got patriots going, we need to reinstate the draft. We've got to protect ourselves against ISIS. And they don't even understand that our own U.S. government is behind this. They're behind all of it. And if they're not the pure mechanism, the driving force behind it, they're definitely involved in it. Why do you think there's so much deception? Why do you think that they create a problem and then create a fear and then put on their Superman suit and act like they're the savior? My fellow patriots, you are not a constitutional patriot if you believe that that our government should be able to go and beyond its power, its constitutional limitations, to be able to fight things that we don't even know that actually are legitimate. You are a Trotskyite-style Marxist. You believe in perpetual war for perpetual peace, which doesn't save money. You believe in the expansion of social services because you believe that our military should be able to get pensions for their entire life, in addition to public schools, government officials, and the rest of it. Is that constitutional? I mean, I don't mean to ask the tough questions here and seem unpatriotic, but I always seem to be riding the edge of everything anyway, asking the tough questions. Who are we? And are you part of the problem? Now all of a sudden we've got this presidential election, right? Who are you going to vote for? Are you going to vote for Bush? Are you going to vote for Trump? We've had a Bush, a Clinton, a Bush, a Clinton, all controlled by the Council on Foreign Relations and the Trilateral Commission and the global elite. And we're still thinking that somehow if we vote for the president, we're going to restore our constitutional republic. Are you kidding me? Then I got some lady on the phone. She goes, we need to reinstate the draft. The draft is a communist principle. Maybe we need to it'll teach our kids responsibility. Yeah, let's give that responsibility to the state. That responsibility was yours, young lady, to be able to train up your kids in the way that they should go, not the government. We've got rulemaking, great one. We've got the Administrative Procedures Act, talking about the difference, how they can create policies and rules at all levels of government, and somehow they have full force and effective law. Is that constitutional? And who do these laws apply to? Is the classification of law merely that any law that the legislature creates applies to everyone, including corporations? Or is there a certain classification of law? I mean, we are so completely beyond anything. I can't believe that we are so tunnel visioned to be able to focus on things that just don't matter. Do I love what Trump is doing? I absolutely love what Trump is doing, stirring it up like that, getting everybody mad at him and all that. But you know what? He's getting people to think. I can carry on, and I probably will. You know what? I just want you guys to start paying attention and start challenging me and telling me where I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, school me on it. I want to know. If not, God, start focusing on the root cause of the problem and realize that our president is not going to save this country. It's going to be the knowledge that you possess, that you share with others, and become active in doing it. So on this Friday, I wish you guys a great day. I love you guys. And if I'm wrong, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm hoping you're going to let me have it with both barrels. So, anyway, love you guys. Have a great Friday. Talk to you later. Bye.